Hey there YouTube, today we're gonna talk about how you're gonna use your free-to-play pools in WUWA on release. Just a quick news update here from Billy on the official Wuthering Waves site. On the May the 19th at 7 p.m. Beijing time, they are gonna have a live stream talking about release. They might talk about the specific release date. They might talk about pre-download and where to pre-download. They might talk about banners like 5-star selector and novice banners, if those are gonna exist. We do not know exactly what they're gonna talk about, but they are gonna have a live stream on their a Chinese live stream on the Chinese website Bilibili. Here is the live stream. I am gonna link this down below, so you can just click the link. This is the news post. It doesn't say anything besides the time and that they're gonna talk about release. I have heard that there might be a Japanese live stream as well. I do not have confirmation if that is true or not. I could not find it, but I did find the Chinese post here about the Chinese live stream. This is gonna be between 4 to 7 a.m. US time, depending on where in the US you live, and it's gonna be 1 p.m. Central European time on the 19th. Actually, it might be on the 20th because this is on the 19th, 7 p.m. So it might be on the 20th. Oh, you'll figure that out. Or it might be. Oh, it's gonna be on the 19th. Yeah, 19th, 1 p.m. and then 6 a.m. US time. Because they are ahead of us. So when they say the 19th, it's the 19th for us as well. Okay, so that is settled. Now let's go talk about the pools. I am gonna make a disclaimer. Make sure the first priority is your enjoyment of the game. With that said, some people enjoy pulling for characters they like, and other people enjoy using the meta. Remember, this is a majority solo player game with co-op, so not following meta does not impact other people in any way besides yourself. So if you are having fun, who are anybody to tell you what to pull for? So pull for what you like, or what will give you the most enjoyment out of the game. Now let's get into talking about pools. Sorry for the flashbang here, but there has been a lot of rumors and leaks about a 5-star selector. We do not know if this is true. There was a novice banner in the beta. We do not know if this is on release or not. But let's start with the first scenario. We have a novice banner and we have a 5-star selector banner. And the novice and the 5-star selector banner is the same banner. So you are gonna have, for every 10 pools, you're gonna have to pay 8 pools because it was 20% off, as it says right here. At least it was in beta. Maybe it's 30% off in release if they make a novice banner, or maybe it's 10% off. We don't know, okay? But regardless of the percentage off, this strategy will still apply if there's a novice and selector banner. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use 8 pools for 10 pools until you hit 40 pools, then stop. Once you hit 40 pools, you're gonna stop, which is gonna equal 32 actual pools if it's 20% off on the banner. And then you're gonna save 8 pools if it's 20% off. If it's 30% off, you save like 7 pools or something. And if 10% off, you save like 9 pools. You know how it goes. And then you're gonna save those 8 pools, and when you reach 18 pools, you're gonna pool 10 on the normal standard banner. And then you're gonna repeat until you reach 80 pity on the standard banner. So once you reach 80 pity, you are still gonna have 8 pools saved up afterwards. Always make sure you have these 8 pools saved up. It is very important. You do want to save these up. The reason we do 40 pools here first is because you do want the 4 stars. And it is cheaper than doing the standard banner. And you do also want to make sure, I don't know if there's a timer on it, there usually isn't a limited time on these banners, on release banners like this, but in case there is, you do want to save pools as well. And do the 40 pools because they're cheaper. So you get more bang for your buck of doing those first. So once you reach pity, you are gonna use your 8 pools that you have saved on the 5-star selector. And then you're gonna select a character. Let's say you get Verena on your 80 pity on the normal banner. And then you're gonna select, what do you want on your 5-star? Well, I want Anchor to go with my Verena because they're a really good combo together. And they do a lot of damage. They can easily clear holograms, which is the hardest content in the game together. And I really like both characters, so I'm gonna go select Anchor. And I got Verena for my standard pools. Now that I'm set. What if you get a character you absolutely hate? Let's say somebody absolutely hates Anchor, and you get Anchor on your standard pool. Well, that's unlucky, but at least you can still select the character you really like from your 5-star pools. But let's say you really love Anchor and you get Anchor from your 80 pity and standard pools. If you had selected that from your selector, you would have a duplicate, which is really bad. You want versatility. You do not want duplicates as a free-to-play player. So this is gonna ensure that you get 2 different 5-star characters within the first month of the game. We do not know how long it's gonna take for you to get 120 pools. Which it's gonna take you 120 pools to reach this. And disclaimer, do not use Asteroid. Never use Asteroid. Those are for limited characters only. I repeat, Asteroid is for limited characters only. Do not use it on standard pools. On any currency exchange in the shop that has standard pools and limited pools, always get the limited pools first. And if you have leftover, you can get the standard pools. If you don't have leftover, you do not get them. That's very important. So, you got 2 5-star characters, you got one you didn't like, you got one you like. Happy days, we're all happy. Or you got 2 you like, even better. Now, let's say that the novice banner or the 5-star banner is not the same. Let's say the novice banner doesn't exist at all, but we get the 5-star banner, right? And it's a 50 pity, like the novice banner was. Then you're gonna pool 50 pity on, if the novice banner exists, you're gonna pool 50 pity on it. Let's say they're not the same. Let's say they put novice banner, 5-star selector banner, and standard banner. Then you're gonna pool 50 pity on the novice banner first, if it exists. If the novice banner doesn't exist, then you're gonna pool 40 on the selector banner. And then you're gonna save 10 pools if it exists. If it doesn't exist, then you go back to the first one, pull novice banner, right? And if it doesn't exist and this doesn't exist, you pull standard banner, straightforward. And then you're gonna save 10 pools. When you reach 20 pools, you're gonna use your 10 pools on a standard banner until you reach 80 pity. And then after you reach 80 pity here, and if the novice banner exists and you reach pity here, then you're gonna use your last 10 pools on the selector banner. If you end up getting the same character on the novice banner pity and the standard pity banner, then you're really unlucky and you will only end up with 2 different 5 stars. But if you do get the 2 different ones, you can choose a third one here, and you're gonna be in a really, really good spot as free to play with 3 5-star characters. You're gonna have one for each team in the tower. And a lot of them can solo tower floors, which is gonna lower how many characters you're gonna need to level. And that's basically all you need to know. You can just use this for reference. It always goes this first, then this, and then the last one. And that's basically how you're gonna save your pools. Now for limited banner, if you really like one of the 2 limited characters that's coming out in the first month, you can pool for them. As I said, pool for what gives you the most enjoyment out of the game. But if you are a meta slave, like I'm not really a meta slave, I'm somewhere in between pulling characters I like and meta slave. I like to keep a balance between the two. But I don't like any of the 2 characters that we're getting on release or within the first month of the release, so I'm not gonna pool for them. Even though if you are meta slave, I would not pool for them either. If you do like one of the characters, go ahead, do what you will. But for the meta slaves, you're most likely gonna want to save your asteroid for the first 3 to 5 months, most likely, because a lot of the early characters will be power crept pretty quickly. And you want to save up so you can at least guarantee 2 pities, as it is a 50-50 on the first pity. So you do want 160 pools before you ever pool on a limited character. Which might take a month, it might take 2, or it might take 3, we do not know. Every video that says you can get this many pools within 30 days, don't listen to them, because we do not know if they've changed any of the values, any of the content. We don't know if we are getting 5 pools when you reach union level 40, or if we are getting 20 pools. In beta it was like 15 or something. They might have changed that to 5. So do not rely on those videos. But I would say save for the first 3 to 6 months without pulling for a limited character, unless you really like one. Some people say save for a year or 2. I do not agree with that. That's way too long, and you might quit the game by then. But if you're enjoying the game and you're clearing end game content without problems, then you do not have to pull for limited characters. If you're struggling with limited characters and one of the characters comes out and it's really good for the tower, then you can pool for it, for the meta. Okay, and if a character you like comes out, you can pool for it. That's basically all you need to know for limited characters. Just make sure to save 160 pools as a free-to-play player before you pool for them. If you want to reroll, I'm just gonna say this quickly. You're gonna get 20 pools for free for reaching 30 million pre-registration. You can use those pools to help you reach pity if you want a specific 5-star. You can do that in case we don't have a selector. You are gonna use a lot of hours and you might spend the first entire week re-rolling. I personally do not think it's worth it. I enjoy just playing the game and just deal with whatever I get. That's the beauty of free-to-play. You're gonna have to deal with what you get. But some people, they really like the enjoyment of playing super hardcore, super meta slave, and they wanna reroll. Some people might reroll for dungeon in the first 20 pools. They just do the tutorial, then throw that 20 pools. If they don't get dungeon, reroll. That's fine, you can do that. I do not recommend it, but each to their own. Anyways, that's everything you need to know. I hope you have fun in WUWA when it releases. I will probably be streaming between 30 to 60 hours on release on Twitch, so if you want to watch WUWA gameplay, I have not played the beta at all. Feel free to come by and see how my free-to-play progression is going. Thanks for watching and enjoy the game.